This is our agent update, weekly agent update. If you've been logging into your back office portal, then you see that you'll notice that there's been a calendar that has been recently um, posted last night. So we've got some new updates there. But every Friday is where we'll be having these updates for you. And guys, did you watch what happened last night? Okay, me and my fiance, we were watching that. I was literally laughing out loud at certain points. If you were watching that debate, man, what are your thoughts, right? That was crazy. So and to each, we could go on a whole nother topic about that, but all I gotta say is make sure that you're voting your interests. Anyway, let's get started, right? Because it's Friday and I want to make sure we're here at the end of the month. We're at the end of June. Have you guys reached your goals? Did you hit your point? That could be anything right now. If you're a partner of ours, if you're in business, if you're just an entrepreneur, if you're getting started, did you accomplish what you were trying to accomplish, or at least hit that first step, right? We're stepping into July. So make sure that you're writing your goals down. Make sure that you're paying attention to those. Make sure that you look at those every single day. Okay. So, guys, let's talk today about how you can get started with us, right? For some of those who are not already currently partnered with us, there's two paths that you can essentially go through to come on board and begin leveraging a platform like ours, like Domino FX Group, because 90% of our business comes through the first pathway, which is referral partners, right? We work with a lot of banks. We work with CPAs, attorneys, lawyers, people in real estate, commercial real estate, mortgage loan officers, other businesses, brokers that are already in equipment financing or maybe asset-based lending. So we also work with investors as well, and business mentors who can help you with packaging before you start to look for an investor. So referrals are a huge, huge part of what we do, and helping businesses get funding and helping businesses and business owners offer funding to their clients, their current customers right now, right? And then the second pathway that you can get to us is through our remote sales team, right? And essentially what this is you're getting our sales team as an extension, right? You are a sales rep that represents Domino FX Group, and you get access to the CRM system. And there's so many benefits in the CRM system. We are building it out, you guys, but so excited that it's finally up and running, and it's just going to continue to build out. It's going to continue to give you all the resources, but utilize that because we do monthly trainings, there's marketing materials, there's resources for you, insider events, pitch company, all kinds of resources for you, discounts to events, and then investment opportunities as well. We'll be bringing in mentors and advisors if you're interested in purchasing real estate, investing in real estate, and also experts in taxes, and experts in buying and selling a business, and seller financing, and all kinds of really creative ways to think creatively about your passive income, right? So that's what we talk about, right? Essentially, when you're coming in. So make sure you come in, right? Make sure that you're sharing this, right? Because access to capital is crucial, guys. Access to capital is crucial. 60% of businesses are barely breaking even, right? 80% of businesses can't get funded at the bank, but female-owned businesses are one of the fastest growing demographics, right? There's so much capital. We have a massive pool of capital ready to extend to businesses. Banks want to lend, credit issuers want to lend. There's private capital, they want to extend it to you. Are you prepared, right, to accept the capital? So that's what we do here. We help our clients and we help our agents and our partners be successful, guys. All right. So make sure that you're coming into the meetings, because that's what this is for. And then also every Monday, the first Tuesday of every month, we're going to be doing our new partner webinars where we really dive into this. Okay. Make sure you come. Make sure you come with your questions. And then also you're sharing so that you can have people coming in and asking questions as well, right? Because there's many ways that you can come in and you can work with us. And even if you're somebody that really doesn't want to leverage the team, right? You're busy, you got other stuff that you want to do, but you still want to be able to help your clients, provide value to your clients, you want to be able to refer them, then you can absolutely do that as well. So just so you're aware of all of the ways that you can work with us externally and all of the ways that our current partners work with us externally. So guys, moving on, and then like I said, we go into that more on the monthly webinar. So make sure that you're coming into that, and that's the first Tuesday of every month. So the next one will be this upcoming Tuesday, and I believe that that's July 2nd. So right before the holiday. Okay, you guys. All right, so moving on, announcements for our current partners and the new ones. Ramona, she is your director of partnerships, so you'll be speaking to her a lot, guys. Our goal is to really help you guys grow and continue to grow the culture of the partnerships here as well. But you'll also be working a lot with Michael. You'll be working a lot with Jean. They are consistently helping with the pipeline, asking any questions that you have. They'll be helping you with reviewing your deals and walking through it, walking through any businesses that you come across, any questions, especially when we come across those deals that need more of that unique structuring, right? They can't get funding from the bank. They can't get funding through other alternative financing resources, right? Through MCAs, or they can't get funding through certain restrictions, right? Every lender has different restrictions. We're able to tap into really, 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 really unique ways to structure deals and access capital. And that just comes through the experience that our underwriters have, that our director of partnerships at GRE Capital has. I mean, it is amazing some of the things that they're able to do for a lot of businesses that were otherwise told that no, right? So, utilize the pipeline that we have, because they are an amazing resource, guys. And I'm going to bring them on, of course, to talk to you about some of the success stories that they've had, because some of them are good. So we'll dive into that as well. So, but you got to come in to the community because we're trying to grow this ecosystem, right? So a huge part of our initiative, a huge part of what we do is we want to essentially, have it as if you were going to be working in-house, right? We're remote. We're remote. That's the remote sales team, remote sales specialists, right? So currently, we're all working in different states, but what we do is we do business. We're doing business differently than anyone else, because we're teaching you how to build out. We're building out this network, how to build out this service that you essentially will have this pipeline that will consistently pay you commissions, right? Consistently pay you commissions month after month. So we've just decided to open this up, you guys, like literally just decided to open up partnerships. It's a huge endeavor for myself, for Domino FX Group, for the team, and we're really excited about it. So we're just going to continue to build and I really appreciate your feedback, and it's important that you guys let us know what you need, and comments in there so that I know, and then our developers can get on it and make sure that we're giving you all of the resources and the tools that you need, right? We've got Profit Lifter, which is an amazing team building everything out in the CRM system, guys. They've built out, when I tell you some of the companies they built out the CRM systems for, we're talking about multi-million-dollar companies here, guys. They are excellent, right? Then, so, we really think about success in the long-term scale here, and we want you to too, right? You're here for a purpose, for a reason, okay? So, but also I want you to be realistic and know that if you also don't have any experience as you're coming into this, know it's going to be a crawl, right? Crawl, walk, run situation, okay? I think a lot of people come in and they're like, and a lot of people do actually. So a lot of people come in and they hit the gate running, right? But there's others that they learn differently, right? Everybody learns differently, and everybody has different strengths and weaknesses. So we just have to identify what those are for you so that you can make it work and be the most successful. But when you acknowledge, right, hey, this is going to be a little bit difficult. Everything in life everything worth having in life is difficult, right? Everything we're doing, even change is difficult. Shit, I know that more than anybody. Okay, so change is difficult, but it's absolutely worth it, right? And if you're an entrepreneur, you're here because you're resilient, you execute, you've got grit, and you want bigger things, right? So that's part of the process. So as long as you know that and you're in touch with your goals and your why and what your purpose is, and you can stay aligned with that, it'll help push you through, right? So I'm telling you this because this platform can help you so much, guys. I myself have spent years going through the bumps, going through the bruises, going through the education. I continue to go through it. My partners have spent 40 plus years going through this, okay, through the bumps, through the bruises, all right, so that you can you don't have to, okay, so you don't have to go through it. This platform is light years, and as we continue to grow, we'll be light years ahead of other resources, okay? There are other remote opportunities out there. You have to fit in where you get in, find what works for you. But if you're really looking to create impact, right, help small businesses and change your life, then this is going to be the place for you, okay? We're matching founders to funders, but we're also helping our partners, right? Helping our partners grow, and also add value for the partners that are already providing services to their clients. Guys, this is opportunity right here, okay? Alternative financing surpassed traditional bank financing in 2023. Traditional banks are now, and I'm not dogging traditional banks, okay? Listen, I'm not dogging the banks. We collaborate with the banks all the time, but I'm just saying realism, okay? Let's be realistic, okay? We can't be complaining about the barriers. We have to know what they are so we can attack them head on and create new avenues, right? So if you keep hearing no, you just got to go back, figure out the reason why, start all over, and keep pushing through. But there's so many opportunities in alternative financing because the banks have become more restricted. I mean, we keep saying the banks have become more restricted, but you ask me personally, they've always kind of been restricted, right? So there was the whole situation with COVID, right? But really, over all of the years, right? If you think about all of these years in banking history, it's always been pretty restrictive, right? That's just their policies, okay? And that's okay for what they have to do. Now, as business owners and entrepreneurs, we need to figure out how to get there, right? So I'm not dogging the banks at all, but like I said, most cannot lend to majority of small businesses. So that's where we come in as a resource. That's where you come in as a resource, as an extension of Domino FX Group, and leveraging this platform, right? Talking about the opportunities that are there, okay? I'm often asking people, hey, have you even been to the bank, right? I think if you can go to the bank and you can get a bank loan, go, right? Because why? They have better rates, they have better terms. But unfortunately, most people can't do that. So we have to step in as a resource, and we typically do, and we do work with the banks a lot. We have a lot of great working relationships with banks across the nation. So, but it's important to know that how you're going to get there, right? How to get there. And if you hear no, if our clients hear no, then what I have seen, what causes a lot of denials is not getting the help, not getting the mentorship, not getting the guidance, not investing the time, not getting with a platform, an advisor, a consultant to help you, and then just continuing to apply. If you just continue to apply, then all you're doing is racking up inquiries. You're just essentially stalling the process. You might get lucky with a lower approval amount when you could have gotten something like 60, 70,000. You end up like 10 or 12, right? So why do that to yourself? Remember, we're thinking about long-term here. So we are literally leveraging our industry knowledge, our experience. I love this stuff. I'm passionate about it. We meet with our lenders and every week. So not only that, we have a whole team that's dedicated on the business credit side to staying updated with all of the vendors, because guys, only 10% of vendors report. So all right, now that's a little bit more about us. I said a little bit more than I intentionally wanted to, but okay, so leverage us, all right? And if you don't know, if it's just your first time watching, you don't know a little bit about me, a little bit about Domino FX Group, as far as our products, as far as our services, what we do, we help small businesses, we help entrepreneurs. We match founders to the right funders, and we do it in the best way that we can, right? We believe in economic mobility. We want to see businesses succeed. As a founder myself who has been there, my goal is to help more businesses get funded. So we are connecting businesses with the banks, with the lenders, with the credit issuers, with the CDFIs, with the investors, with the right match, with the right funder that's going to give them the right capital, right? There's a difference between good debt and bad debt. And we want to make sure that we're operating in a good, positive light. We want to help you stay away from predatory loans. Okay, guys? That's one of the biggest barriers, especially to minority owned businesses. So we gotta help a lot of businesses out there with staying. Okay, so that's our mission, guys, to create impact. We got to create impact. We want to drive 1 billion into the economy for small businesses, for ownership. Yeah, our partners have done it. They've done over 5 billion, but we independently as Domino FX Group want to be driving 1 billion into the communities as well. We want to do it, and I think we can. I know we can, guys. So we're going to just continue to help businesses thrive, right? Because that's what this is about. It's about helping them stay away from predatory loans, right? Helping them get that payroll, okay? Helping get that inventory, helping get the discount on bulk inventory so you can flip that in profit, helping you start investing. Okay, so we want to help. We want to step in. We want to step in if you need access to that fleet, right? Why put that on your personal? Right? There's ways to get around this. So make sure you're connecting. And it's really easy to get started with us. We're always building. We're just essentially looking for a certain, not, a certain type of person, right? Team player, accountable, authentic. If you're into growth, you want to keep growing. Then this is a place for you, right? And there's a lot of. It's very simple. There's a very short list of things that you have to do to be really good at this position, and that's just that you have to be hardworking, you have to be positive, and you have to be persistent, right? You have to be organized, you have to be mature, but most importantly, out of all of this, you have to be persistent. Okay, you have to be persistent. You have to be able to resilient. You have to be able to push through. And you really have to just know how to just push through, right? And want to be a successful. Are you aligned with our vision? Are you aligned with this mission? If you are, then absolutely reach out and come be a part of this. Okay, come to the meetings on Monday, Tuesdays, the first Tuesdays of the month. And you guys, we're backed by the best team. We're backed by the best team. We utilize, like I said, Profit Lifter for our CRM. It's amazing. That's not cheap stuff, guys. We want to do this because we believe in it. We believe in you. We believe in what your ability to be able to provide the best services that you possibly can to your clients, and that's what we want to help you do as well. Okay, so let's recap, you guys. Weekly trainings in the back portal. Make sure you're coming in. There's very few members in right now, but that's also because we're growing and we shifted everything to this new platform that we have. So we will also have our private Facebook group that we're going to be building out as well. So with training, as soon as you come on, you're going to get, your paperwork. You make sure that you sign that so you can get your commissions, right? You got to get paid. So we send that over to you with some training on their programs. And then, we dive in, right? Guys, it's so hard for businesses to get financing. It can be really hard. Even for businesses that you would think are in a really good position, right? We've had people even with 800 credit scores that have had challenges with getting funding. So, it really just depends. We have people that are cash flowing businesses, but they have MCAs that are holding them back, right? And they need more structuring, right? And in those situations, just to be upfront, there is an upfront cost, okay? Because in that situation, they're going to be paying for the underwriting costs, the due diligence, and it's going to come out of pocket for that. But is it worth it, right? And to most businesses, it is, because they're able to get out of the situation that they're in, right? If they're in a pinch or a challenge. And then for others, if they have the opportunity, like one that we're working with right now, she hit a wall, but if she just had the funding, she could hit that wall. And it has to be structured in a way, because there's one MCA that's holding her back. So we can structure it in a way that kicks that MCA out, right? And in the monthly group, we go into it, we talk about it, how it's done, and how we're going to be able to structure that for her. Now that process takes a little bit longer, right? Because you got to put that package together. You have to have them understand the hardship that happened. You also have to have them understand the opportunity that's going to happen with the use of funds that gets distributed, right? With this use of funds, she's going to be able to save about 40,000 a month. Okay, 40,000 a month that she's paying to this MCA. Okay, so we're going to take that out. All right, 40,000 a month that she's going to be saving, and then she's going to be also hiring staff, right? Hiring staff, which will allow her to open up an emergency department and then open up for more days. So what will that do? That's going to generate more profit, you guys. So as opposed to just going online and applying, and hoping you get something, which you won't, right? Because of the MCA that's happening right there, that's blocking everything. And there's a reason why, which we talk about more in the community. But and so those situations, you'd be surprised how many times we've been able to step in and really help with some companies. I'm talking about from some of these $100,000 annual revenue all the way up to millions of dollars. So it's very, very fascinating, right? And that's what gets me so excited, and why I started this channel, and why I'm here, and why we're building this up, is because I see the impact in what we can do. So I mean, I'm seeing it every day. So I just want more people to experience that, and that's through education and being able to inform and let everybody know what we're doing. So guys, come into the community. Like I said, make sure that you're staying up to date and using this as leveraging this platform, because those webinars are a tool for you to grow. Okay. But it's going to come down to just a few things, guys. And it's, how organized are you? Are you able to keep a pipeline, right? And if you come into the back office, we have resources for how you should be establishing your foundation. But the right person for this is the person that's going to execute, the person that's persistent, the person that wants to provide value already to the clients that they're already servicing, and is looking for a streamlined, transparent process, right? So looking for education, looking for resources, looking for training, looking for a team, right? Essentially, looking to be your own boss and maintaining a little bit of control while having the extended team to be able to support you. So at the end of the day, guys, how creative can you be when you step into this role, right? When you're here, and for our current partners, how creative can you be? How creative can you be? Because this industry is fascinating. You can make a ton of money in this industry, but you, more importantly, can help a lot of people and create so much impact. I'm telling you, when these businesses have been told no, 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 and finally they're able to get the funding that they need, it's really exciting, and it's really cool to be able to watch that happen and watch that growth, because there's tens of thousands of people that rely on this funding every single day. Okay, just step outside, there's a business everywhere. But unfortunately, guys, here's something to think about. If these businesses don't get help, they're going to close. What happens? Communities, the value in the communities goes down. You have people all the way at the top making decisions for you, instead, when you could be making these decisions. People that own things care more about what's going on in their community. So guys, and then think about the equity, right? The generational wealth. There's so much more opportunity, and you just need a little bit of resources. We just need a little bit of help to get there. So, think about these things while you're out here, and while you're moving and you're pushing around, and you're talking about what you do, and as a business capital and funding specialist. And so if you're interested in coming in, make sure you're coming in on every Tuesday, July 2nd. And guys, that will be the first Tuesday of every month. So one little bit of advice I just want to give you, especially for some of our newer partners that may consider coming on, even if you're having, some challenges or experiencing a bad month, just know that, it doesn't matter, because there are so many people out there. But if you don't connect, and if you don't learn the tools and utilize what we have, you can get frustrating, right? That's just like anything, right? If you're learning how to do something and you don't have somebody to ask, or a mentor, or somebody to guide you. If I was taking trig and I didn't know. And of course, I'm going to have questions about trig, and I don't have anybody to ask questions. I don't have any resources. There's nobody I can reach out to. Then I'm probably going to get frustrated with trig and just be like, you know what, I'm good. I'm going to go do something else. But when you can have a guide to help you guide you through it, and you know, all right, if I take this trigonometry class, I'm going to have to I need this class because I need it for engineering or whatever, right? So if you need trig for engineering, I'm not sure, but you know, if you need trigonometry for engineering, you need it to get to the next point, because whatever your goal is, right? You want to be an engineer, so you got to get through this class. So are you going to give up, or are you going to look for the resources and stay consistent and persistent to push through? Because guys, businesses need our help, and that's what we do. So let's do it together, right? Collaboration is key. Make sure you're coming into the portal, checking out the YouTube, checking out the resources, like I said, and signing up to leverage the platform. If you feel like this is right for